tasted paper.
Yeah. Hey, once again, we welcome you this evening to our games. Thanks for supporting college basketball. And again, as we welcome the Red Devils of Lower Columbia and our host, Trailblazers, introducing the starting lineup for the Red Devils. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 2, Kyle Bobo. Guard forward, a 6'2 freshman, number 4, Gun Thompson. Forward, a 6'6 sophomore, 31, Jared Ruffler. Forward, a 6'6 freshman, 33, Devin Johnson. And a 6'4 sophomore, 44, Lawrence Russell. And the rest of the team, head coach, Mr. Jim Ruffler, Lance Randall, and Alan Brown assisting. And the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. At guard, a 5'10 freshman, number 1, Khalif Griffin. At guard, a 6'2 freshman, number 2, Joshua Broughton. A 6-foot freshman, number 20, Seth Earhorn at guard. A 6'4 sophomore, number 21, Josiah Warner. And at forward, a 6'7 sophomore, 32, Justin Field. And the rest of the Blazers, head coach, Mr. Jason Moyer, Dave Clovedall, and Jonathan McMillan. The assistants, our officials, Mr. Jim Appleby, Mr. Trong Tran, and Mr. Christopher Wells, as we ready for the opening jump ball.
All right, welcome back. We are at Michael Smith Gymnasium on the campus of Centralia College, bringing you the men's game between the Red Devils of Lower Columbia and the Centralia College Trailblazers. Just getting the game's underway. Red Devils control the ball. There's a shot rebounded by Centralia. They're going to bring it up. And we'll give you the...
Red Devils coming out playing a man defense.
Yeah. For the season, Centralia, see, got that here. Be kind of a tough season for the Centralia men, but...
yeah, just 1-14 in the region. However, they've, with that one win, has came in conference play.
Exactly. So they are 1-5 in conference. LCC is 4-0 and 12-6 for the season. LCC on a 6-game winning streak. Centralia on a two-game losing streak. So
good effort by Broughton there to stay with it and bring down that defensive board.
Yeah, Griffith with the ball, looking for something inside, and leading scorer for Centralia is Broughton. And Warner, those two are probably the two they go to the most for points.
And then, of course, you have Vidal Griffin coming off the bench once in a while and having some good scoring games.
Field with that three-point shot there, but they're going to call it a long two as he was on the line. So, Lower Columbia, 4-0 in league, and you can see that they move the ball around really well, have some very good athletic players. Doing a good job so far on
forcing the
defense.
turnover a second time. Lower Columbia tries to bring the ball underneath and nothing to show for it.
So trying to working the ball around. And Warner now with the ball, keeping it on the perimeter right now. So let's see if they try something inside. A long three-point shot is no good.
That'd be Seth Airhorn from Tuttle Lake, the 6-foot guard.
Tuttle Lake, yeah.
Tuttle Lake.
Tuttle Lake, yeah. He's got the ball right now. He's going to bring it up and take it coast to coast, but it's going to be blocked. But there'll be a
And
foul.
he's going to the line.
Yeah, before he got that shot off, he was fouled. Is that 44 for Lower Columbia? That'd be Russell, Lawrence
Let's
Russell.
see, number 2.
Actually gave it to number 2, huh?
Kyle Bobo.
Kyle Bobo.
6-foot guard from Moreno Valley, California.
2 players in the immediate area. Could have actually called on either one, it looked like.
Yeah, it was good, good cut. And
Second shot up is good.
Seth.
Good, so
shooting, Seth Aaron.
yeah.
Shooting, making both of them.
Centralia with the early 4-point lead. So Lower Columbia with the ball. About a 12-foot shot from the left side of the rim.
That's got to be his second rebound of the game.
Keeping it on the perimeter. Griffith with the ball. Over to Fitzgerald. To Broughton out to Griffith. Tries a 3, and he's going to miss that.
In and out.
Yeah. Nice try. You see the athleticism on Lower Columbia, able to get up and looked like he should have probably dunked it on
Who
that
was
first.
it? Number 33, Devin Johnson.
Yeah, he's got a lot of height up there.
Yes, 6'6", getting his own board and putting it right back up.
So Griffith with the ball for Centralia. Centralia keeping it on the perimeter so far. Over to Broughton. Broughton going to try something in, stops, puts it up. They're going to give that. They're going to call that a 2.
Yeah, deep 2-point shot.
So
Looked like he was just a couple feet in from the arc.
Yeah, 6-2. Of course, with the men, we're playing 2 20-minute halves. So the women are playing. They play those 4 quarters. Long 3-point shot. It's going to
in and out. In and out.
And let's see what they're going to give it to Centralia. So nice play.
Yeah, Singo is out on number 33, Devin Johnson.
So Griffith with the ball. He's going to bring it up. Over to Broughton. Broughton throws it, but it gets stolen. And it was a nice little land by number 2. That is Bobo of Lower Columbia. So good steal by him, able to bring it down court and score. Nice little stop and go there by Fitzgerald.
That was a good cut. He found the space and
felt the presence of the defenders, just stopped, let him jump
really
by
turned
and
into an easy
put it
bucket.
in. Lower Columbia pushing around the perimeter there. 3-point shot by number 44. That is Lawrence Russell out of California. So Lower Columbia going around the United States, picking up players there.
Yeah, looks like they got a couple players from California, another player from Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. So 8-7 lead that Centralia has right now. About 15-20 left in this first half. Lower Columbia again 4-0 in league. They're in first place. And you can see them move the ball really well there. So a lot of quick
good
passes.
Post move. Devin Johnson.
Devin Johnson with that put in there.
That's 4 points.
Yeah, good ball movement by Lower Columbia. So Griffith with the ball. Trying to see something inside, but not. Warner has it now. Gives it back to Griffith.
Red Devils really playing aggressive defense and really staying in front of the player.
3-point shot. Oh, Warner with the rebound. Oh, he thought that Broughton was going to cut back, and just a little miscommunication there. So the ball will get over to Lower Columbia.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad idea. There was space there.
Yeah, Elhorn had a good idea there, but just not on the same page. Broughton. So Lower Columbia moving the ball really well. Looking for somebody inside if the candidate fakes the 3. And Lawrence, cross-court pass. Oh, it's going to be a little bit too high. So Russell throwing it over the head of Thompson for Lower Columbia. Griffith bringing it up, finding Broughton. Broughton a good deliver. Oh, nice little shovel pass there to Elhorn.
Good assist there. Real good assist to the cutting
Yeah.
Elhorn.
So again, thanks for joining us on the web and Channel 3. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds on a Centralia player. 13:44 left in this first half. Centralia with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, number 21, Warner, just about stole the ball there, but dropped it out of bounds.
Yeah, we had a substitution for Lower Columbia. 33 out. So you can hear the coach telling his players what he wants done. Is that a 3? It looks like it's a 2. Is that a 2-point shot?
Yeah, I think. Call it a 2.
Yeah. Hard to see from where we're sitting sometimes, but they did call it a 2. So Centralia with Lower Columbia with a 1-point lead. So Griffith brings it out, just being patient, gonna try something inside. Kind of a scoop shot there, he misses. Lower Columbia bring it down quick, a fast break, stops, and a shot, and you can see the athleticism. Warner can get up there pretty high.
Jared Roffler, he really got up there.
Yeah, so did Warner. Warner's got some good leaping ability. Seen that in some other games. Griffith's gonna drive in, and nice little delay on that. Nice athletic play by Griffith, kind of delaying it and then putting it up at the last second as he was coming
similar
down.
to his last one, and this time it goes in.
So Centralia now with a 1-point lead, 12-11, playing Lower Columbia pretty strong in this first half. Lower Columbia just getting the ball passed around. They're very quick on their movement. Just continually to move, find the open player. And that's going to be a long 2. It's missed. Rebound by Elhorn. And Griffith ends up with it. Goes Broughton. They're going to call a travel on him. Substitution for Centralia. Number 22 is in. Or is that, who is that, 22?
Oh, with that?
22. Do we have him?
Well, that's Justin Vigel.
Yeah, it must be.
Coming out, usually number 32 coming out wearing number 32 coming out wearing number 22 tonight.
That'll be a little challenging for us to remember that throughout the whole game, but we'll do our best. Long shot by Warner. He's pretty good at that 3. He missed it, but Griffith ends up with it. Broughton able to kind of tip it.
Well, that was actually number 1,
Griffith.
Khalif Griffin.
Yeah, Griffith misses that. Warner gets up high and gets the rebound, but he steps out of bounds. So it'll go over to Lower Columbia. So Griffin doing a good job for Centralia so far, both on offense and defense. See that ball movement of Lower Columbia. Fakes the pass and he shoots. It's off the mark. Broughton gets the ball to Elhorn. Elhorn brings it up quickly. Gonna give it to Broughton. Broughton controls it. Rolls over to Warner. Warner with a 3. And he hits that.
There you have it. First three of the game for Warner.
Yeah, Warner, a good 3-point shot. 15-11, Centralia Trailblazers are on top. 10:32 left in this first half.
Warner, 6'4", sophomore guard from Tumwater.
Red Devils moving it around. Again, great ball movement by them. Long 3, it's missed.
Good job
Vigel.
by Justin there, boxing out and getting the board.
So Broughton tries to drive it in, but looks like he's going to be fouled there. 23, that's Welch with the foul.
Second ball of the half for the Red Devils. Blazers without any falls still.
So Griffin taking a little breather here for Centralia. Warner with the
Well, however, we have Vidal Griffin coming into the game.
Warner Gonna, Warner just taking over the ball there and trying to drive in, not able to score on that turnaround jumper. They come with a missed
Good
shot, three-point shot
offensive
there.
rebound by number 44,
And
Lawrence Russell.
Warner with the rebound there. Out to number 3, and it looks like it's going to be a foul on him. That is Griffith. That is Vidal Griffith.
That's not the foul, but that's something he likes to do. He likes to get in the paint and attack the basket.
So that'll be the first team foul on Centralia too. Lower Columbia, long three-point shot. That's going to rim out. Warner misses that rebound, but Elhorn is able to pick it up. So
Elhorn now at the point guard position, switching over from the shooting guard position over to the 1.
Locked in with the ball, giving it up to Elhorn. Warner. You'll see Griffin with a shot. He misses the little running floater there. And let's see what they're going to call travel on Griffin. So kind of rolling over with the ball.
He got there. He didn't like the call.
Yeah, I think he rolled over and had possession of it. So good try though. Definitely a good athletic move there by him, but unfortunately.
Good effort to follow his own shot and get the offensive board. However,
yeah, unfortunately,
results in turnover.
You can't hold on to it like that. So Lower Columbia controls the ball now, and again, they have really good ball. I'm really impressed what they did. Blocked by Warner.
Good block.
Warner's going to bring it down court, cut through, and he's going to be fouled. Oh, and just missed the ball. So good athletic play there by Warner, Josiah Warner. He's able to get up pretty high.
Yeah, really on the defensive end, he makes a big play with that block at the top of the key and
gets his first free throw. Centralia leading 16-11 now.
I think if I'm right, that's 4 for Warner this game.
Second shot is good. So Centralia with a 6-point lead now. Lower Columbia, first in the league with a 4-0 record. Always have a really good team. I'm going to call a foul on Elhorn. 20. There's a little confusion. So I think.
But it's on 20. It's on 20, Seth.
Warner was worried it was on him, but it wasn't on him, so it was on Elhorn. So long 2 by Lower Columbia, and that would be Thompson with that miss. Quick shot by Griffith. He misses that one. And Lower Columbia will control the ball now. Timeout by Lower Columbia. So it's 30-second timeout. 8 minutes left in this game. Centralia with a 6-point lead. And interesting enough, Lower Columbia coming in with a 4-0 league record. Centralia 1-3, and only 1-14
well, I think
for
the Blazers
season,
have to be happy to come out and be
they're doing
up
a great
6
job.
points.
Yeah, they're doing. The last game that we called, the Centralia was the only win on the season. They stepped up to the plate and did a great job. And it looks like they're doing that here against.
I remember that game.
Columbia.
In large part in that game, the first half they were playing a real tough zone defense. So far this game they've gone with the man, but it's been working.
Yeah.
It's been working there. They've been forcing some real errant shots.
Really, Lower Columbia kind of our rival, and so you're always up for that rivalry game, no matter what the record is. Well,
and
you know that too.
Yeah, geographically, and the difference is this time they find themselves at the top of the conference.
Yeah, Thompson with the ball out to 23, which is Welch.
So we see Lower Columbia coming in with 2 substitutions, putting in number 45, Jordy Morrow.
And Lower Columbia throws the ball away.
And number 0, Nate Solomon. We'll see if these substitutions are a factor.
Centralia doing a great job on defense this half. Like you said, they play that zone sometimes, and they do great.
No, the aggressive, their guard, small forward, really attack the basket, or really attack the ball.
45.
45.
Morrow.
Jordy Morrow, 6'9" forward from Longview.
Substitution coming in.
Bring in
So Broughton back.
Broughton for Seth Erhan.
For Elhorn.
And so it looks like Khalif Griffin will go back to the 1. Broughton will be playing the 2.
Griffin with the ball.
Post up, Dane! Dane, post up!
You can hear Coach Moore asking one of his players to post up there. The other Griffin with the ball. And they're going to call a reaching in foul, looks like. Wow. So it's Morrow, second foul within, what, a minute and a half of each other? Or?
Yeah, 5 fouls this half. 7 minutes to go.
Warner with a turnaround jumper, and they're going to call a foul.
Warner shot him. He was a little off balance. It never really got to line it up like he'd like to.
That was on 22. For jail. Trying to figure out which for jail that was. Justin, is it? Lower Columbia, good block.
Good block.
Lower Columbia with the ball, though.
Oh, no, that was Justin Fajil. Number 32.
So able to maintain control of the ball. New 30-second shot clock for them after that shot. So Lower Columbia inside. And nice little put in there by number 33. That's
a good post
Devin
score.
Johnston.
He's scored a couple of baskets already at least, and all in the paint.
Joe looking for Broughton. Broughton now with the ball. Going to try to attack, and looks like there was a push. 22. So, timeout. Centralia, they say 22.
Timeout. Looks like they're making a substitution as well, bringing in for the first time in the game number 4, Tanner Therian, 6-foot guard, sophomore guard out of Pullman High School.
So we have 6:18 left in this first half. Centralia with a 4-point lead, 17-13. And team fouls, it's
not a lot of scoring these last 2 minutes. Yes, 6 for the Red Devils.
Yeah,
Wade, you can remind me how many team falls before bonus?
I believe that, isn't it 7 in the, I think it's 7 in the.
They're getting close.
But you know, low scoring, both teams playing very good defense.
Really,
So
we've
far.
seen good blocks by both teams. I mean, some real plays on the defensive end.
So Centralia gets the ball stolen away. It was a nice pass, but
Another
stolen.
We see another good
Ooh.
defensive play, and he's fouled. We'll see who the call is on.
32.
That's on
Fajel.
Justin
Fajel.
6'7" forward.
22 is the other Fajel?
I think you're right, Wade.
And he's not listed on the program. Halftime, we'll have to figure that out. They'll show that on the scoring card. Second shot is up, and that is good. So 17-14 now with just under 6 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, not a lot of scoring, but nonetheless, Red Devils kind of creeping up there a little bit, making the last 4 points. getting closer.
Blocking foul on Welch. So that's Welch.
So Kyle Bobo coming back to the game, 6-foot guard.
17 foul, and so they'll go to the line. First one is good by Griffin. So, 4-point lead for Centralia. And he gets that second one. So,
I'm sure they're very happy to be up against their rival.
oh, definitely. They better be
cool.
happy with this first half.
Really another good post move there by Devin Johnson. Really fought for position.
Yeah,
And
Johnson,
they really laid it in there for him.
Johnson very athletic in that post position.
Now going to the line.
.6'6".
I mean, he's 6'6", but he looks like a strong player.
Broughton drives in, but doesn't get that shot off. And nice athletic play by Warner. Warner throws it out. Broughton with the ball.
No, wait, was that another block by Warner? Did you get a good look at that?
I did not get a good look at that.
I think it might have been the second block of the night by Warner.
Looks like it went off of Broughton there, though. And so look over to Lower Clemson. Good hustle by both teams there. So Lower Columbia shot from the outside. That misses, and they're going to call it Lower Columbia's ball. So get a new 30 seconds on that shot clock. Columbia back outside into Lawrence. And nice put in there. Johnson, rather. So Devin Johnson with that nice little put in. He's done that a couple times tonight. Griffith with the ball. And he's just looking for somebody who may be cutting inside. He's out Fagel. Fagel with a long three-foot block, though. Somehow Broughton ends up with it. He ends up with it again, gets his own rebound. And let's see what they call that. 22, it looks like.
Broughton going to the line.
That's Tyler Barton. Somehow Broughton ended up with the ball 3 or 4 times in that sequence there.
He got the offensive boards, but I'm sure he would have been happy to put it in the first time.
So Broughton will get 2 shots here. First one is good. Broughton, a pretty good free throw player. Free throw shooter, I should say. Watched him earlier this season.
Josh, make sure you get open down there on the wing.
Second shot on the way, and that's good.
There you have
so,
it, 2 for 2.
Centralia with a 5-point lead now. I'm sure they're very happy with that. Got to maintain that throughout the game. As far as their defense goes, so Lower Columbia working it around the perimeter, looking inside to Johnson. Johnson sends it back outside. 9 seconds left on that shot clock. You can hear the players count that down. And shot goes a little bit errant.
Really good defensive possession by the Blazers.
Yeah.
Staying in front of the player and really forcing.
So Broughton will draw the foul again.
Red Devils in a tough spot.
Broughton getting the defender up in the air and just stopping and then going up. First shot is up and it rims out.
I know that's a shot that Broughton's been working on in the paint with both his right and left. In this game, he's been putting a few up.
Second shot is up and hits the front of the rim, but manages to bounce in.
Well, 3 for 4 in free throws for Broughton.
So 6-point lead now, 22-16. Shot by the Red Devils is off the mark. Broughton gets that rebound. He's going to drive in. Banks it off the glass.
Going coast to coast. You got the board.
24-16
Drove the
now.
lane.
Trey with the lead. Nice block by Fitzgerald there. Another block by Fitzgerald. 2 in a row. Gets Johnson. Fitzgerald with a long shot. Misses that. Rebounded by Lower Columbia. They're going to bring it down quickly. A 2-point shot from the inside. Right on the 2-point line. Free throw line.
Coach Moore tells him to slow it down.
That is Kyle Bobo with that last shot there. Broughton ends up with the ball again. Take a long 3, and he misses that.
First three-pointer of the night for Broughton.
Under 3 minutes left.
Oh, there goes Aaron.
Johnson with the ball. Oh, they're going to call a foul on. Who they call that foul on? 32.
32.
That's Fitzgerald. That's Justin Fitzgerald.
Justin Fitzgerald and number 33, Devin Johnson. The Red Devils have really been battling down there in the paint.
Oh. Number four for both teams having words. And the refs are calling him to talk to him. They will call a foul on Tanner Theron of Centralia. So both
teams in bonus.
Yeah, and both players warned. So Thompson with his first free throw, that goes in. So 24-17 now. Thompson and Theron both brought to the free throw line to being talked to by the ref. Second shot is errant. And Lower Columbia will get that rebound. Thompson ends up with it. 18 on that shot clock, plenty of time for them. So Lower Columbia working it around. Thompson with the 2-point shot, it misses. Johnson gets that rebound and puts it in. So 24-19 now. Here, Coach Moore telling his players what he wants. So Griffith with the ball, covered by Thompson.
Multiple picks at the top of the key there.
And see who it went out on. I think Thompson knocked it out. Yeah, so Centralia will maintain possession with 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Tanner slip. Josh, watch Tanner.
1:47 left in this first half. Fitzgerald with the ball, gives it out to Theron. Theron to Warner, a 3-point shot. He misses that. Broughton gets the rebound, puts it back up. They miss it. Johnson for Lower Columbia gets it. And Broughton.
Looks like a reaching call.
Reached in, yeah. I think it's going to go with Broughton. Probably a frustration call on that. Frustration foul. So we have a air horn in for Griffin. And this will be Lawrence Russell at the line for Lower Columbia. First free throw is up, and that's good. Nice little touch on that shot there. So Lower Columbia just down by 4 now. It's the second shot. And that's good too. So Elhorn bringing it up, being guarded by
Red
number
Devils coming out
23.
the press. We'll see what kind of results this is.
It's Welch guarding him. Theron gives it to Warner. Warner jumps, turns and jumps and shoots that ball, makes that long two-pointer.
No, that's not a bad defensive position by the Red Devils. But a good shot by Warner.
Yeah, excellent shot by him. You going to call that on Broughton again?
Number 2.
Yeah, that's Broughton. That's the second. Got called for the foul last time down the court, too. That's Lawrence Russell to the line once more. First shot is good. So 26-22 now with just 1:02 left in this first half. So Broughton will come out and sit. They need him for the second half. They want to get another foul with just a minute left in this first half. They bring in the other Griffin. And Lawrence Russell's second shot is good. Elhorn being guarded by Welch. Gives it off to Griffin. Griffin to Warner. Back to Griffin. Gives it to Fageld. Over to Theron. Theron gives to Fageld. Fageld with a turnaround jumper. That's off the mark. And Lower Columbia will bring it down court. Thompson with the ball. Under 25 seconds left. Shot clock at 19-18. So Lower Columbia coach giving the play out to his players to try to get that last shot. There's going to be a reaching in foul on number 4. So Theron with a reach in on. See who that go out. Who's going to the line? Is that Lawrence again? Lawrence Russell. Yep. This will be his 5th attempt, it looks like. He makes that 26-24. So Lower Columbia on a little bit of a run here, bringing that score to manageable.
Yeah, they've really caught up. Really played some good defense.
Second shot was good. So just down by 2 with under 17 seconds left. Full court press. Elhorn with the ball.
And so far, the press seems to really be working for them. Just going with the press, they've stopped the Blazers and also scored a few buckets of their own.
Welch putting good pressure on him. That's Warner with that missed three-point shot. That's going to end the half with the Blazers up by 1 point. So we'll wait for those stats. Or what did you see in this first half that you liked and what they need to do?
You've seen a good basketball game. Maybe a little too much fouling. You never like to see both teams end up in bonus. However, that's a fairly common thing in college ball. 10
fouls for Centralia, 9 for Lower Columbia.
Not a lot of scoring. Really not a lot of scoring. So it'll be interesting to see if that changes in the second half or if we're just in for more of a defensive game.
Yeah, lots of great defense for both teams.
And both teams have missed a few easy baskets underneath, but nonetheless, it really has been more of a defensive game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the rebounds for both teams and see who leads in that rebound. But I like Lower Columbia is really good. Probably why they're number 1 in the league. They move the ball around really good. I mean, you see their players are never standing. They're always moving around, finding an open position, and they're getting off some pretty good shots. Just missing some of those. And then Centralia is doing a great job on their defense. I mean, you see them rotate a lot. And then I think Warner got a couple blocks in that first half. He's very athletic. So as long as they don't tire out, I think they'll be okay. But there's a reason that Lower Columbia is number 1. They just have, they're well coached. They have, good ball movement. Centralia just doing a great job that first half.
And really some very athletic players, both at the guard and forward position. You've seen some of their forwards somewhat undersized compared to the Blazer players, but still fighting for boards and really makes some good post moves. So at the guard position, you kind of see the opposite thing where you see some of the Red Devil guards being a little bigger than the Blazer guards. So far, you haven't seen it be a real factor.
No, not so far, yeah.
Although Red Devils have had some open looks, their guards have had some open looks that they've missed.
It doesn't look like anybody's really in foul. They got Broughton out with a minute left. He got a second foul within, a minute or minute and a half of each other. toward the end there. So here's some of the stats there for you.
The stats, we'll look at the leading scorer of the game is Lawrence Russell, number 44.
At the free throw line.
At the free throw line, like you said, 7 of 8 from the free throw line. 1 for 1 from the three-pointers, shooting 3 for 6 overall, so most of his points, or half of his points coming from the free throw line. On the Trailblazer, you have 2 scorers with 7 points apiece. You have Joshua Broughton shooting 2 for 7. And
Warner. Yeah.
Also 2 for 7. Trailblazers, looking at the three-point percentage, at this point, Lower Columbia shooting just 12.5%, and the Blazers just shooting 10%. I'd imagine going in the second half, both these teams would really like to hit some threes.
Yeah, you got a lot of great defense, though. That's, makes it a little bit tougher. But, it's kind of interesting because they're playing on their home court, and you think some of those close-in shots they'd be able to make, but you do have a lot of pressure. Height changes some things, and then the speed. Hey, we got a guy coming who's going to come in here with us, so just bring in a guest as we look at some of those statistics. Sorry about that. Sean Mayfield coming on in. Sean, thanks for joining us. Let's see, we got to turn Sean's headsets up here. Here we go. Okay, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm here. I got you.
All right. And we also have Mark with us. How's it going, Sean? You enjoying the games tonight?
Pretty good. Been a great game so far. I've liked our energy on both sides.
So, Sean, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do on the campus, and where you grew up. Because we were talking to Mark. He grew up in Minnesota, but went to school in Kansas.
Yeah, no problems. So I'm the director of facilities or buildings and grounds here at Centralia College, and I'm also an adjunct history professor at the college. Been here since 2008, but I'm from Mississippi originally.
Yeah.
Went to high school in Louisiana, so I'm from the Gulf Coast region of the United States.
So you root for some basketball teams from back in that region?
No, I played college football for a couple of years when I was
you were a receiver?
Undergraduate. I was a receiver at Northwestern State University, and I wasn't very good. I was good enough to get there. That was about it.
That's good. I mean, a lot of people don't, so
right,
you can give yourself some props there.
And then I had a little knee injury, kind of pushed me away from athletics. But you never really go away from athletics. You always the love's there still.
Yeah. So what teams do you follow then?
I'm a Washington State Cougar, so I'm always with the Cougs. But
excuse me.
Yeah, I knew I was going to get that.
You get the Husky here. So
my family are all University of Mississippi people, Ole Miss, and grew up a New Orleans Saints fan. Deuce McAllister and that era of the Saints are some really good teams, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I pull for the Mariners, and I kind of follow the Trailblazers a little bit, but those are my teams.
Yeah. So what do you like about this area of the country?
You know, what I like about this is that the community involvement is great. I grew up in a small town. I've lived in a lot of big cities over the years, but I appreciate the small town environment. And having the college here, you really get the best of both worlds because you have the cultural opportunities at the college, and it really makes this community vibrant. I love it here. I live about a mile from here, so I'm enmeshed.
So let's talk about your college career, because you were a broadcast journalism major.
I was a broadcast journalism
major. And did you get your degree in broadcast? Or
No,
did you switch?
I actually switched. I ended up getting my degree in history at Washington State, and then went on to grad school at University of Nebraska. I got to pull for the Huskers as well. But at the same time, I loved broadcast journalism because I had that sports background. I wanted to get into sports journalism, and I did radio when I was in college, and had a lot of fun with it. And it's kind of cool to be here doing this with you right now.
Well, you should do more games with us.
Yeah.
So didn't realize that you. I mean, as long as I've known you, I don't think I knew that.
I know.
So.
Well, I probably things I don't know about you as well either.
So
right?
probably. So, but so you did 2 years of that, and then you decided to switch to history. So you big history buff. You just love history. What part of history is?
I love history. Civil rights era history fascinates me. Cold War era. I mean, everyone likes to study the wars. I kind of like social history and things like that. Oppressed peoples, and I like the civil rights movement fascinates me because of the accomplishments that were made in that modern era that we
Sure.
kind of celebrate from the end of World War II through to 1970.
Yeah. And when you grew up in the Mississippi area, what was it like there? I mean, it was well past the civil rights movement of the time.
Well,
but-
you know, it's kind of interesting. I grew up in elementary school in a little town called Brookhaven, Mississippi, and the schools had only been integrated for about 2 years when I started. And I had friends of all races. Playing sports, I'll
Sure.
say, is such a great equalizer, and it really brings people together. And I'd like to think that I would have, you know, the progressive attitude that I have without playing sports, but I do know that it really helped me to understand and appreciate that we all come from the same place.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was military, so when I grew up on base, it was, you know,
Right.
everybody was there. Plus my mom being Asian, so
Yeah, and I went to high school in a town in Leesville, Louisiana, which has Fort Polk, the Army base, and that was a great experience for that same reason.
Sure.
We had a very diverse student body, and it was wonderful. But you know, there's always negative things that you see in the background, and you get exposed to it if you live anywhere long enough, but overall, I think that things are a lot better down there than they were,
Yeah.
say, maybe in the era before I was growing up.
sure. Yeah. So if you could go back to school and further your education in history, what classes would you take?
I probably stick mostly in U.S. history. I'm really fascinated by the Latino migrations into the Pacific Northwest over the past 40 years. It seems like it's really increased, and I know they've had a huge impact on the agricultural economy, and there's been a lot of social movements attached to that in the eastern part of the state.
Yeah.
I probably want to examine those sorts of things, and maybe even the impact here in Western Washington. Yeah.
Hey, and Sean, what type of classes can students take here in history? Here at Centralia College?
Yeah, here at Centralia College, we offer United States history, European history, and there's a Native American history class that's available online, and we also have a Pacific Northwest history course. And we're also hoping to maybe expand the offerings, over the next couple of years. But for now, I mean, you can really explore a lot of interesting things related to the history of this country and world history here at Centralia College. There's a lot of great opportunities involved.
And you say you're teaching some online classes too?
Yeah, I usually teach one face-to-face class and one online class. This quarter, I'm teaching 2 online classes. I'm teaching U.S. history from World War I up to the modern era, and I'm teaching Pacific Northwest history.
How do you like teaching the online classes?
I like it. When I was in graduate school, I took a lot of online courses. We would do seminars there in Nebraska, and then but we do our coursework online. And I really became comfortable with the format, and I think I have a unique perspective because I was pretty close to being a student in that environment. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I really do.
That's good. And we offer a lot of online classes here.
A lot of online classes. I think a student could get pretty much any degree that we have insofar as academic transfer is concerned. I think they can get pretty much any degree that we offer just with online classes, which is wonderful for place-bound students.
Yeah. So you're here covering the sports stuff I see here all the time. You actually working tonight here?
No, I'm not working. I'm
You're
here.
just enjoying it.
I'm here as a fan tonight because
Yeah.
I'm also a graduate of Centralia College, so I've got Blazer blue blood pumping through my veins, and I wouldn't miss a chance to see us take on Lower Columbia. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
And a Booster Club member.
And a Booster Club member, that's right. My wife and I both are, and we're big-time supporters. And I'm really proud of the athletic programs here, and I think what it does to bring students to the campus and to offer educational opportunities to a lot of young men and young women is really fantastic.
Yeah. You know, besides being down by just one point, I just noticed we have a full moon out tonight. Anything can happen in the
Anything
second
could happen.
half.
My prediction is that we keep shooting the ball consistently. We play tight defense, and we're going to win a low-scoring but close game.
Yeah, it's pretty close right now.
It's
We
very
had a
close.
nice little buffer there, but
Very close.
Lower Columbia doing a good job of going on their own run there. So we just got to weather those runs.
That's right. That's
So-
right.
All right, well, Sean, thank you
Hey,
for coming by. You
Good
got to do
stuff.
this more often.
Good stuff.
you
You guys are awesome, man. I love listening to you guys. It's primo work. I'll tell you that.
So, Sean, are you excited about the new soccer team?
I am excited about the new soccer team. I think that's a great opportunity for the college. Once again, I'm such a believer in what athletics can do to a college to impact it and impact communities. And for us to expand the size of our athletic program, to me, is just an awesome thing.
Yeah, how many teams are in the soccer league that we're in? Do you know offhand?
I do not know offhand.
So
I can't answer that
Be interesting
question.
to see the other teams who we play and we have to travel to. And
I think it will. I think that this district has some good players in
we
it. So
really do. Don't
so
we?
we'll have a great opportunity to field some competitive teams and to have an opportunity, to get some postseason action, I hope.
Yeah, I was on the Title IX committee years ago when they added golf, and we really wanted to add soccer at the time, but there was no fields.
Right.
And so that presented a problem. But one of the reasons we want to do soccer, because we do have really good women's soccer programs around here, and all these players that are.
That's exactly right.
So it's good to
that's what's
see.
great. It's a really good fit for Centralia College because of the number of great local programs at the high school level. So
Yeah, hopefully we'll retain a lot of them here at the
that's
college.
what I want to do.
So we have, 10 players signed up, I think?
I think we have 10 right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they'll probably carry at least 22. I'm thinking so, maybe more. But I think you have to have it. You need at least 22. You got to be able to go too deep on the rotation.
Definitely.
But
So-
good stuff, man.
All right, well, thanks for coming by and
Good stuff. All right, you guys, go Blazers.
Yeah,
Thanks, Sean. Enjoy
exactly.
the game.
All right, Sean Mayfield, and we'll get him back sometime soon. Maybe he'll be helping us out on the play-by-play and color commentary sometime. Look at the moon just broke through the clouds out there. We have a nice window that we can look up.
It is
through
a
and
full
see that.
moon.
Yeah, it is, and it means anything can happen. Michael Smith Gymnasium on the campus of Centralia College. So both teams back out on the court, warming up for that second half. We got about a minute and a half before that'll start. What are you looking for to happen in the second for both teams?
I think both teams are looking for the same thing, and that's shooting.
Yeah.
You look at the stat sheet here. I mentioned both teams shooting 10 and 12% from the three-pointers. However, just in total field goals, you have the Blazers shooting 27%, and the Red Devils shooting 22%. The Red Devils being 4-0, they got here to this point by shooting better than 22%, I imagine.
Yeah, I look at it to be a defensive game in the second half too. Both teams very good at defense, and so we'll see. Maybe just kind of adjust on the shots that they take and see if any of those will go down.
I'd say with few exceptions, they really to earn every basket.
Yeah,
Whether
definitely.
from the three-point line or in the paint.
Interesting, both teams very athletic, and you wonder, Centralia at 1-14, they've had some tough breaks. All the games they've been in have been pretty close.
I've spoken to a few people on the team, and they feel a lot better about their chances in the conference than their non-conference schedule.
So Lower Columbia, always a tough team, though. They're always at the top of the league. So still a long season to go, though. We have a lot
And
of
that's
games.
1-4, having lost one game in overtime, having lost a real heartbreaker in overtime.
So we have another home game coming up next Wednesday, it looks like. Green River will be here. We're broadcasting those games.
Their last game, they were tied at halftime. However, in the second half was when the game got away from them. So we'll see how the Blazers come out in the second half.
So Trey gets the ball at the start of this half. Up by 1 point, 26-25. Warner in. So Griffith back in. Looks like all the starters. Broughton turnaround jumper by Warner. Might have been partially blocked.
I
not sure.
think he might have got a finger on it because it was well short of the basket.
Yeah. So see what adjustments both teams will make in the second half. So Columbia with the ball. And that is Lawrence. Out to Thompson. Oh, that's Lawrence there. Lawrence Russell misses that long
Lawrence
shot.
Russell, leading point scorer so far in the game.
Yep. Griffith out to Broughton. Broughton drive into the paint. He loses control of the ball, but was he bumped? Is that what happened?
Let's see.
Did he just lose possession?
I think they called a jump ball.
It looks like there's a foul on 31 on that.
31.
So that would have been Rothler for Lower Columbia. Broughton drives in. He gets
It's a turnover.
stuck. And quickly down the court, that is Kyle Bobo with that little lay-in. So
Good job by the Red
they take the
Devils
lead.
taking advantage of that turnover.
Broughton with a three-point shot, and that's good. Centralia back with the lead, 29-27. So both teams come out firing, talking about hitting shots, and both teams hit them immediately.
Definitely a faster pace the second half.
hey, you get settled down and get those shots to go. It could be a higher scoring game. So
Number
nice.
2.
That's Bobo again. Goes in, 2 defenders in his face, and he was still able to make that shot. Score is tied at 29 all now. Griffith out to Warner. Cross court to Fagel. Broughton with the ball. He's going to drive in. Think about shooting, but doesn't shoot. Pulls it back down, gives it out to Warner. 9 seconds left on that shot clock. Griffith moving. He's going to drive in. And let's see what happens. He gets bumped. Who are they calling against? Is that 4?
2 falls by the Red
Is
Devils
that
in the first 2
4? Yeah.
minutes.
So that would have been Thompson.
But non-shooting fall there.
The new 30-second shot clock. Warner turnaround jumper, and that's off the mark. Rebound by Thompson. He goes sky high for that one.
Yeah, real athletic rebound there.
He brings it all the way down court and is able to lay it in between Warner and Fagel. He just kind of split the two, laid that up.
Baloo Thompson, second time going coast to coast, getting the defensive board and putting it in for a layup.
Lower Columbia up by 2 now, 31-29. Fagel looking for somebody to get the ball to. Out to Griff at the top of the key. Turn around, he loses control of the ball, gets it back. Almost a double dribble here, Fagel with the ball. And he's gonna just do a turnaround jumper, but he gets it blocked by Lawrence Russell. He turns around and puts it back up, and it
Good
goes
sense
in.
of mind there.
Got that full moon going, so anything
They
can
block
happen.
his shot, but he stuck with it and put in for a little jump shot. A 6-foot jump shot.
So long three-pointer. He's going to be off the mark on that.
Aaron battling for the rebound, but just a little undersized to grab that one.
Long three-point shot again. Little off balance there, but that's Thompson with that
Baloo
three-point
Thompson
shot.
comes off firing after 1 point in the first half.
34th,
7 for him in the second half.
34-31. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Centralia's ball with 22 on the shot clock. Couple substitutions there. Warner will come out, and Fagel is the other Fagel is in.
No, that's not Warner coming out. It's Fagel, Justin Fagel for Dane Fagel.
Oh, Warner just came over to throw it in. I see. Okay. He came walking over to the side. I thought he was coming out. So Griffith with the ball. Little floater there off the glass. It misses. Lower Columbia quickly brings it down. And it's an errant shot. That was Lawrence Russell with that missed shot. Brought it quickly down, but missed the ball. Yeah, a lot more shots taken really quickly. Not really going for those passes as much as they were in the first. Fagel stuck in the paint there, but gets it off. We're going to see what happened there. Foul on Centralia.
Number 4, Tanner Therian.
So Thompson brings it up for Lower Columbia. Gives it out to Russell.
The scorekeeper says his first, but I believe that's actually his 3rd personal foul of the game.
Nice little athletic move. And what are they calling? They're calling it a blocking foul. So, who are they calling it on?
Big Lower Colony
Warner?
population here tonight. Your Lower Columbia population here tonight, really making themselves heard.
Yeah, they have a good traveling group, as we mentioned before. That's 22 for Barton. So now Lower Columbia with a 37-31 lead.
Yeah, both teams coming up firing, but Lower Columbia quickly up by 6.
Lower Columbia with that full court pressure, bothering Centralia a little bit. Elhorn is able to get it across. Timeout. So Coach Moore is called timeout. He can get his troops together and talk to them. So Lower Columbia kind of, that full court press kind of bothered him.
Yeah,
there.
I'm wondering to see if that's what this timeout is about, to see what they want to do with this.
Yeah, 20 seconds left on that shot clock too. So Lower Columbia coming out firing. They have a 6-point lead right now with about just under 16 minutes left in the second half. So good action in this. It's a lot faster paced than it was the first quarter. First quarter teams kind of filling each other out a little bit, I think. And a little more passes there. Now they're just Lower Columbia's taken it to the basket. I think their coach at halftime maybe said, "Hey, let's just take it to the rim here. Let's not settle for these outside
That seems
shots."
to work so far for them. Worked very well. You see a few players that had very quiet first halves coming out and scoring some baskets here.
So Centralia got to make an adjustment because Lower Columbia is on a run right now, and you got to withstand these runs.
Without a doubt, this time was really about making some adjustments before the score gets too far away from them. I think this half only one basket made by Centralia College.
Yeah, at halftime it was
A couple. 3-pointer by Broughton and
26-25 at half. So Centralia ball, Warner will throw it in. Elhorn with the ball. Over to Griffith. 17 on that shot clock. Plenty of time to get a good play in. Good look at the basket. Griffith out to Broughton. Broughton gives it back to Griffith. Griffith will drive. Almost loses possession. Turns around and hits about a 20-foot shot. 37-33 now, Lower Columbia with the ball. Thompson out to Russell. Not sure that Russell was ready for that. Thompson again with the ball. Take a fake shot and give it to a driving Lawrence Russell, who's able to lay that up.
actually I think it might have been number 33, Johnson.
Or Johnson, yeah. Saw the wrong number there, I guess. So Thompson with the ball again. Gives it to Welch, I believe. He turns around, jumps it. It's a long three-point shot. So 41-33 now. Lower Columbia on this run. Centralia's got to stop this. Warner with turnaround jumper, and he's completely off the mark. Thompson ends up with the ball for Lower Columbia. Looks like Elhorn will be called with the foul. What is that on Elhorn?
Actually, number 22.
20.
Dane Fajel.
I think it's
20. I know they just
yeah.
switched it. Yeah.
So that's Elhorn with his second personal. Griffith comes out of the game, and they put the other Griffith in. Griffith. Thompson with the ball. Long two-point shot, and he sinks that. So now up by 10, Lower Columbia 43-33. Griffin with the ball. Lower Columbia playing tough defense now. Fajeld loses possession, could be a traveling there. Elhorn over to Broughton, over to Warner. Warner with a long three, he misses that. Ball going all over the place. And Elhorn ends up on top of number 22.
They're pretty
That is
physical
Barton.
possession of basketball there.
Yeah, the ball will go over to Centralia. Centralia gets possession. Wow. I thought it went out on Centralia, but they'll maintain possession 30 seconds on that shot clock. So Warner gets the ball. Lower Columbia really playing very tight defense. And that is Ward for Lower Columbia being called with that pushing foul. 13th foul this half for Lower Columbia. We're going to call a foul on number 22. That's Fajel. That's his third, as you heard Jerry Owens say that. Give the ball back to Lower Columbia.
See, Elhorn pressing.
All right, let's see what the call is.
Looks like it's against the Blazers.
Yeah. Let's see what they're going to call that, who they're calling that on. 22, a block. So that's Fajeld, the other Fajeld. And they're going to call that on a block. That's the fourth foul on him. So fourth team foul for the Blazers this half. Thompson gets the ball. Guarded by Elhorn. Long two-point shot by Welch. He misses. And turnaround jumper misses
Rebound by
the mark.
Eric.
So that was Lord with that turnaround jumper, missed, and rebound was by Centralia.
Hey, pitch the ball forward. Why are you waiting for the defense?
So Broughton ends up with the ball. Brings it across the line. And Jason Moore unhappy with some of his players, so he's going to call timeout so we can talk to him. And Jason Moore unhappy with the ref. You got to be careful you don't get a T.
Well, he thought the referee should have given
He
the
waited for
Blazers
the
a ball before the defense of the Devils got down there.
So a difference of opinion with the coach and the referee. the ref always wins those ones, so you got to be careful on that. But 14 fouls for both teams. Lower Columbia with a 10-point lead right now, 43-33. And we've got about 13-15 left in the second half of play here at Centralia College. What did you see in the second half so far?
Well, it's been a Red Devil game so far. I mean, we've seen very few baskets by the Blazers. Well, we've seen the Red Devils hit some big shots and also really lay the ball in for a few layups.
I think the Red Devils their intensity on defense is a lot more than it was the first half. I mean, they're just hustling all over the place. I think maybe at halftime the coach got on them a little bit about that, but they are playing some great defense right now.
You definitely see him hustle.
Okay, Griffith will get into Broughton. Broughton with the ball. He's going to drive in, and there's going to be a foul on 23, it looks like, for reaching. And that would be Welch. That's his third. So Welch will come out. And number 2, Kyle Bobo will be coming in. Griffith drives in, and it could have been it's like a blocking foul. So it could have been almost a charge. It could have gone either way, really.
Griffin, he likes to attack the basket like that.
Yeah, you got to be careful on those attacks like that. Luckily, he makes it, gets the blocking foul. He'll go to the line.
That's really his style. He's a slasher.
And that free throw is good. So 43-36. That's maybe what the Blazers needed. Stop that run by Lower Columbia there. So Bobo with the ball now. Gives it out to Russell. Russell cross course to Thompson. Russell takes a long three. Misses that ball, but it's going to go out on a Lower Columbia. Almost looked like a reach-in by Broughton there. But they're going to call it out. Full court press. Griffith gets the ball. Reach-in. I think there's going to be a foul on number 22 for Lower Columbia there. That will be Tyler Barton. That's the 7th team foul on Lower Columbia.
They have Griffin shooting in bonus with 12 and a half minutes to go in the half.
It's good for Centralia. Lots of fouls in that first half, too, that we saw. Now we're starting to see some players get into foul trouble. So a couple substitutions for Lower Columbia. 33 is in.
Yeah, each team with at least one player in foul trouble. We'll see if this makes an impact in
Solomon and Johnson in
their
for
substitutions.
Lower Columbia. Griffith's first shot is good. So 43-37 now. Second shot is up, and that misses. Rebound by Russell. Lower Columbia will bring it down quickly, get it inside. Cross-court pass back into Russell. And it looks like there's going to be a foul. So Lawrence Russell with that turnaround, 32, gets that foul. So
probably shooting falls, so he's going to shoot 2.
Yeah, Justin Fagel, you can hear Jerry Owens, the courtside announcer, say that.
So Lawrence Russell, the leading scorer of the game for both teams.
First shot's up and good.
And he's been able to get himself to the line. He's been a big factor in this game.
Good shot by him. A nice little touch on his free throws. Second one is good. So 45-37, full court press again. Centralia bringing it up. Elhorn with the ball. Gives it out to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald over to Warner. Warner with a long three from the corner. He hits that one.
He likes that
So
shot.
45-40 now. Just over 12 minutes left in the game. So Bobo getting the instructions of what their coach wants. Over to Russell. And that was number 33, Devin Johnson with that miss. A little hook shot. Into Griffith. Griffith over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald tries to get it up, gets it knocked out of his hands. Lower Columbia will quickly bring it up. Bobo with the ball. Gives it over to Thompson. Just kind of lays it up, and Thompson with an athletic put in there. 47-40 now, Lower Columbia with that lead. Over to Broughton from the corner, a three-point shot. That's just off the mark. And Russell gets that rebound. Russell comes in at 6'4". Got a lot of jumping, leaping ability there. So Bobo out to Russell.
Russell really a big guard at 6'4".
Johnson with the ball, gives it up. Bobo over to Thompson. Thompson thinking about driving in, steps back, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Broughton ends up with it. He's going to split the two defenders and lay it in, but it's going to roll off. Two Centralia players thought they had the ball, but it goes over to Lower Columbia. And Lower Columbia calls timeout. Lower Columbia coach really upset at one of their players. I think that was Johnson. He wanted him to be back over on defense a lot quicker, it looks like. So 47-40, 10:49 left in the game. Centralia.
Well, we've seen a few times now where Broughton really try to push the ball up the court, and I wonder if they're trying to make some adjustments to this.
Yeah, Broughton did a nice job splitting those two defenders. He just maybe a little too much on it, and it bounced off, but was able to get between them. So
It's a hard play to make.
Yeah, showing a lot of effort. When you're going that fast, and you got to, at the last second, you got to try to judge how hard you hit it off the glass. It's easy to hit it a little bit too hard because you also have defenders around you too. So still a pretty good crowd out tonight. We have a couple games coming up this Wednesday night against Green River, and that's going to be the coach's cancer night.
Yeah, a lot of people excited about that. You usually get a lot of students come out. Usually they have a couple of giveaways.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. You got a real lively student section for that game, and
women's game starts at 6, and the men's should start at 8 on Wednesday. So I want to invite you to come out to the Michael Smith Gymnasium, or if you can't be out here, you can always watch us on the web or Channel 3. So Centralia keeping it pretty close still. Had a 1-point lead going into halftime, down by 7 right now. And it's Lower Columbia's ball. That's Bobo with the ball. Over to Russell, or Johnson rather. Over to Thompson, long 3-point shot, in and out. Fitzgerald with the rebound. It's up to Elhorn. Elhorn gives it to Broughton. Broughton's going to take it in. He loses control of it. So good defensive play, but unable to capitalize on that. Bobo now brings the ball down. Over to Russell. Ball stolen by Griffith. Griffin's going to go in. Give it to Fitzgerald. He waits, goes up, makes the basket.
To have the patience to let his defender go by and lay it in for an easy basket.
So Bobo with his second foul. Fitzgerald with one shot here. And that goes in, so 47-43, down by 4 with 10 minutes left, just over 10 minutes. Bobo with the ball, out to Russell. Russell in. Nice athletic play by him. Just got by a Centralia defender and able to lay it up. 49-43 now. Elhorn will bring it up over to Griffin. Griffin to Warner. Warner takes it to the top of the key. Comes in but loses possession, grabs the ball, throws it to Elhorn. Elhorn shoots it up as the clock winds down. Misses it. Griffith with the ball. He gets it slapped back. Bobo had possession. Over to Johnson. Actually, that is Thompson. And Thompson will be fouled. Let's see who got Thompson there.
Looks like number 32.
32 Fagel. Justin Fagel.
That's 5.
Is that his 5th? So he's going to foul out of the game. So Fagel with 9 minutes left.
Dane Fagel coming in also, I think with 3 or 4 personal fouls.
You got to watch those fouls. You want all their big men to get out. So Griffin comes out too. And the shot by Thompson goes in.
So we have number
50,
0,
43.
Nate Solomon, I think coming in for the first time in the game.
So Thompson with his second shot now. And that one is off the mark. Rebound by Keith. And Keith will give it out to Warner. Warner over to Broughton. Broughton brings it up. Back out to the top of the key. Over to Warner. Inside to Fagel. And Fagel makes that shot, and I think he's going to be fouled. So that's Dane Fagel. Makes that shot.
Number
He'll go to the
33.
line.
Did he just fall? No, second.
So 33 for
Fall.
Johnson.
Remember, they're bringing in a substitute for him. They're bringing in number 32.
Lord. Looks like Marcus Lord. And he makes that. So now down by 4, 50-46 with just under 9 minutes left, 8:55 left in the game. It's Bobo with the ball, being guarded by Keith. Thompson with the ball. Goes, tries to split a couple defenders, and he's able to do it, lay it up. 52-46 now. Elhorn being guarded by Bobo. Going to give it out to Keith. Keith turnaround, jumps, shoots and misses. He misses, but Broughton right there for the rebound, and he's going to put it back up in. So down again by 4. Bobo being guarded by Keith. Over to Russell. Russell's going to drive in, and he's able to lay it in, and he makes the bucket and gets fouled.
Now we see both teams in the bonus territory. Russell getting to the free throw line again. He's a real factor in this game, as he has, if I'm correct, 9-10 points from the free throw line, shooting 2 more right now.
Josiah Warner with his first. And that's Russell again. He's been scoring all night, almost at will. So 55-48 now. Just under 8 minutes left. Broughton lays it up, but tries to get a roll on it. Can't. Got to be careful of the cheap foul there. Oh boy, that happens a lot when you miss a shot and you try to make up for it.
That can be frustrating, but
yeah. So
especially
that's his
this point in the
third
game,
foul.
that one hurts.
That's his 3rd foul of the night too. You got to be careful. They need him in that game. 7:52, and that is Thompson at the line for Lower Columbia.
Thompson continues to have a strong second half of the game after scoring just 1 point in the first
Makes
half.
that, so it's his second shot now, 56-48. Centralia just down by 4. It seemed about a minute ago, less than a minute. Now they're, see if he makes this first of all. And that goes in. So down by 9 now with under 8 minutes. Elhorn brings it up for Centralia. Bratton very active on the left side of the court. Gives it up to Elhorn. He's going to try to find some. Takes a long three, and that's going to be good, but it looks like there might be a pushing foul on Fitzgerald. And how many is that?
Three-pointer is good.
The three-pointer is good.
Okay, so the basket is good, but away from the ball, there was a pushing foul against
Really see the Blazer 4, they're setting a pick for the point guard, Airhorn, and him finding a little space and putting in a three-pointer.
Yeah, so get the three-pointer, but there's a pushing foul on Fitzgerald. 57-51.
So you see so we have more free throws. Now both teams with 9 personal fouls. This half really has been a lot of fouling throughout the game.
5th foul for Fitzgerald, the other Fitzgerald. So both Fitzgeralds out of the game, it looks like. His first free throw is up. And that is good.
So you see number 4,
Marcus Lord.
Tamartharian coming back to the game. So at this, right now in the game, the tallest Blazer player is number 21, Josiah Warner, a guard.
59-51 now. And Josiah Warner comes in at, 6'4". So Theron over to Keith. Keith takes it top, gives it over to Broughton. Broughton thinking about driving behind his back, and he lays it up. So what are they going to say here? See what that foul is on.
Was it a reach? I could get a good
So he'll get 2 shots. They're 32 for Lower Columbia. That is Marcus Lord with his third. 10 team fouls for Lower Columbia. First shot by Broughton is good. So down by 7 now.
So now with just 7 minutes to play, 1 second left in the game, every possession more important for each team.
Lower Columbia able to control that rebound.
Really, this game has been a little closer than the score may indicate.
Bobo now with the ball, being guarded by Keith. He's going to give it out to Russell. Russell being guarded by Theron. Cross-court pass to Thompson, and it looks like he'll be fouled.
Really see Lower Columbia come out trying to set some picks, trying to use the pick and roll, perhaps use their size advantage over the Blazers for some easy baskets.
That's Theron's third personal foul. 10 team fouls for Centralia. Both teams have 10 team fouls. So Thompson at the line. So he gets that first shot in. 60-52 now, up by 8 points. Second shot is good. So 61-52, 6:57 left in this game. Elhorn brings it up, drives, turns around, lays it up rather. He misses it. Theron gets the ball. He goes up, but he's fouled. And that will be Bobo. That'll be his third foul. And Therian will go to the line. It's Tanner Therian. Makes that first shot. So 61 rather, 53. Second shot hits the front of the rim. Rebounded by Lawrence Russell. Gets it out to Thompson pretty quick. Elhorn guiding Thompson out to Bobo. Bobo out to Lawrence Russell. Over to Thompson with a long three. And he misses it. And Therian is going to be called for that foul. So that's Marcus Lord with the rebound. Yeah, he's close to fouling out here if he's not careful. Makes that first shot. 62-53 now. feel a nice crowd out here. Second shot on the way, and that is good. So we got a substitution. That is Welch coming in for Solomon. Elhorn bringing it up for Centralia, being guarded by Welch. Long three-point shot. Bobo with the ball out to Thompson, able to break that press there. So Lower Columbia getting the play from their coach. That's Bobo. Lawrence. Oh boy, turnaround jumper by Marcus Lord, and he is fouled.
Is that a number 4?
That's his 5th foul, so he's out of the game too.
5th foul, he's out of the game. Looks like the Trailblazers will be bringing in number 5, Mason Trammell, 6'4" guard from Mountain View.
So refs calling him back to the 63-53. There's down by 10 with just under 6 minutes left. 5:59 left in this game. So try making a good run at.
It's tough.
Columbia.
It's tough.
It's been a great game.
The Blazers have the 2 posts fall into the game, and it's been really an uphill struggle since then.
So Marcus Lord with that miss on his first free throw. Second one is up, and he makes that. So 11-point lead for Lower Columbia. Elhorn bringing it up. Griffith going to check in here pretty soon.
A strong press by the Red Devils.
Stole by Bobo. Bobo going up. Oh boy. And he is fouled by Elhorn. So is that his 5th foul too? No, they haven't put it up. Third, okay. So Bobo will go up to the line for 2. This is the first of his 2 free throws. So Griffith will come in. Vidal Griffith.
Vidal Griffin coming in for number 0, Britton Keith.
Second shot by Bobo is good. So 65-53 now. Griffin will bring it up, give it out to the player who just checked in a minute ago. Out to Broughton. Broughton with the 3, misses the Elhorn, gets it. Stolen by Lawrence Russell. So good hands by Russell in the paint. And Bobo will come over to the side, see what their coach wants him to do. Gives it out to Russell, inside to Marcus Lord. He's going to bank it off, misses it. Josiah Warner with that rebound. Over to Griffith. Griffith puts it up, and looks like that's Bobo with the blocking foul. It'll be his 4th.
And again, Vidal Griffin attacking the paint, getting to the line.
As soon as he gets the ball, he just goes for it, doesn't he?
At this point in the game, that might be a real good thing. With just 5 minutes left in the game, the Trailblazers down by 11 now. Every possession is that they've really got to get moving, and they got to score some points.
Griffith's second shot on the way here. Made the first one, and that is good. So it's now 65-55, down by 10. Just over 5 minutes left.
Aaron pressing the Red Devil point guard.
It's Thompson with the ball. Gives it out to Welch. Welch over to Russell. Russell with a step back jumper that misses.
Good rebound by Warner down there. Again, Griffin's in there.
Griffith takes it to the basket, lays it up.
But the Red Devils pushing the court down pushing the ball down court before slowing it down again.
Yeah, 65-57 now. Elhorn guarding Thompson.
Aaron's really going for a turnover here. He's trying to force a turnover against the Red Devils.
Shot is missed. Rebound by Russell. And there's going to be a foul. What, they're going to call timeout. Somebody's.
We have an injury on the court.
Yeah.
Broughton with a great block there in the paint. After the play, he went down.
Yeah, so they'll tend to him.
Although he's up on his feet. Although he's limping.
Yeah, they'll bring him out, check him out. 65-57. So good to see he got up by himself.
Yeah, we hope
Probably,
it's nothing real serious. Anytime you see a player go down and grab his knee, it makes you a little nervous, but.
So I don't know if they're going to see if there's any sweat over on the court or not. But Lower Columbia gets the ball. Welch with the ball now. Over to Russell. Russell to Thompson. Thompson cross court. Over to Welch. And looks like Marcus is at 22. Barton. Tyler Barton goes up.
22 Barton, he really just found himself in the right place at the right time after that air ball.
Right.
It fell right in his hands. So able to put it right back up.
Got Elhorn up in the air and then was able to get the foul on the way up. So he'll go to the line. Makes that shot at 68-57 now. So Griffith just attacking the basket like you said, and he's going to draw the foul.
That's what he does. He slashes it. In the non-conference schedule, there's a handful of games where he was the leading scorer of the team coming off the bench.
So 3:51 left in this game. First shot is up, and that is good. So cuts the lead by 10 now, 68-58. Second shot is good. So down by 9 with 3:49 left in the game. And Russell bringing the ball up himself. He's doing it all tonight for Lower Columbia.
He's a big guard. He really is playing a guard position up there, even though he's 6'4" and does pretty well in the paint.
Thompson now being guarded by Keith. Thompson down. Warner all battling for the ball over to Thompson. Thompson, nice little athletic move. He makes that shot.
Everybody hustling for the ball, and the Red Devils come up with it.
And again, Griffith comes up, and he's going to be fouled. So just continues to attack the basket, draw the foul there. So looks like Broughton's doing okay.
Yeah, we see Broughton coming in. Looks like he may be checking back into the game.
Talking to coach right now. So number 31 for Lower Columbia, that is Roffler, Jared Roffler, who's out of Longview, checks in. Griffith's first free throw goes in. 10-point deficit now for Centralia, 70-60. Got the second shot on the way. And that is off the mark, but it is rebounded by Centralia. Long three by Elhorn. He misses it. And Thompson ends up with the ball. So Broughton ready to check in. So Lawrence with the ball right now. Lawrence Russell. Over to Lord, or Welch rather. Nice defensive play by Warner. Elhorn coming up with the ball. Fakes. Elhorn goes up in the air, but he's actually Thompson was guarding him, didn't go for the fake, but another player did. That was number 44. I'm calling him number 4. I didn't think that was Thompson.
There's a couple guys down there.
Yeah, I thought that was the other guy, that number 22. I thought that was Barton that fell on him. So
must have been
Broughton back in.
Number 4, Paul Thompson, and afterwards showing good sportsmanship, helping set it.
Yeah, it's always good to
Aaron
see
back
that.
up.
Good to see the good sportsmanship helping your opponent up.
Yeah, there was a moment this game was a little chippy, but always good to see that.
So 70-62, 8 points down now, Centralia. With just 2.5 minutes left in this game. Bobo back in the game for Lower Columbia, being guarded by Griffith. Out to Thompson. Thompson pushing off, but not being called for anything there. Out to Lawrence Russell. Russell drives in, tries to feed it to number 31. That would be Lawfer, but it.
Yeah, looks like he passed it into Trailblazers defense. Lower Columbia. I don't know if is the Rebel making any adjustments or if it's really just about simply slowing the game down. You figure you have 2 minutes left in the game, and they might just be able to. The plan at this point might be able to slow down the offense and
use up as much time as you can.
use up the time.
Make Centralia foul if they have to. Centralia's going to come down. They don't necessarily need a 3-point shot every time down, but they need to get scores quickly.
Yeah, they need points every time they go down there, and I'm sure the Red Devils, they may be talking about how to make it as difficult as possible for them to do that.
So yeah, down 70-62, just 2:11 left in this game. Playing them tough though. Centralia doing a good job on defense. A very low scoring game at the end of the half, 26-25. The second half, we thought it would kind of change a little bit as they make adjustments. And it certainly has. Lower Columbia coming out, shooting, and then Centralia withstanding a couple of their runs. Just down by 8.
This whole game has been really hard-fought game by both teams. We saw the Blazers coming at halftime. Of course, if you're a Blazers, it's tough to go into halftime winning and be at this point in the game 8 down. But watching the game, you gotta give the Red Devils credit for coming out after halftime, making some good adjustments, really attacking in the second half like they had it in the first.
Nice block by Broughton there. Fed it into number 33. Who is that?
I mean, Broughton
Johnson.
only 6'2", but nonetheless, that's I believe his 3rd block of the game.
Thompson with a shot with 2 seconds left on that 30-second shot. Griffith, I think he's going to be called for charging on that one.
That one was offensive.
Yeah, Thompson able to set his feet. So Griffith.
And that's what you really have to do against a player like Griffin's going to attack the basket. You gotta play with your feet.
Yep.
That's good fundamental basketball.
So Thompson doing a good job. Really, on Lower Columbia you have Lawrence Russell, great scorer, and Thompson all over the place too. So those 2 players probably looks like the leading 2 players on the other team. But they've got a good cast over there in Lower Columbia too.
Yeah, just like we said about the Lady
Blazers. Or later Red Devils.
Red Devils and the Lady Blazers. We'll see how these teams end up in the end.
Yep. So if the Red Devils 4-0 in league right now, and could push it to 5-0. They get this game. Yeah, they get
There's about 7 or 8 games left to go in the season in the conference before the NWAC tournament. But yeah, I think you're right. With the Red Devils, we've seen some really athletic, really talented players both at the forward position and the guard position. And a lot of guards that can have their own on the inside.
So a little discussion. Not sure what's going on there, but nevertheless, they're putting on the other side of the basket, so Lower Columbia will get the ball. Going to call timeout, couldn't get it in, went for 5. So
you see that Blazer defense there working hard, and in that situation, sometimes the best thing you do, just call timeout.
Yeah, if you have a timeout to call. Got to make sure you have that.
You got to do that instead of calling the timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you have the timeout, you might as well use it at this point in the game.
You want to do a Chris Webber. But, yeah, good defense by Centralia there to deny Lower Columbia the ball, so that the only option they had was to call timeout. There's no reason to try to force it in and maybe lose possession.
Just recently watching a college ball game, I saw that you can actually pass the ball to another player on your team out of bounds, who can then inbound the ball. So that may be something you can see the Red Devils come out and do if they encounter the same Blazer defense.
That would be an interesting strategy. You throw it across, and then just under the basket, and the other person throws it in.
See, it looks like they're coming out with the same exact players on the court. I don't see any.
No. 1:59 left in this game. Centralia down by 8 points. And
Broughton gambling going for
Russell
the
gets the ball. Lawrence Russell gives it over to Bobo. Bobo being guarded by Griffin.
Might be suspected. Slowing it down, dribbling at the top of the key, and just trying to use as much of that shot clock as they can.
Russell still with the ball. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to bring it in. Long three-point shot is missed. Griffith gives it out to Elhorn.
Good
He's
job by
bring
Griffin.
it
Boxing out,
across
getting
the
that board
line.
Against a taller player.
Warner with a long three, turnaround three. Broughton had it, but loses it. Bobo ends up with the ball for Lower Columbia. 1:17 left in the game. Thompson ends up with the ball now.
And this point comes real tough. You see the Red Devils using that shot clock.
Yep. 1 minute now, or just under a minute left. Broughton guarding Thompson. Thompson steps back, shoots it, and it takes a couple bounces and goes in. Broughton limping now. Broughton gets the ball up, he misses it. Looks like his leg is hurting him.
He went down earlier with that knee injury, and it looks like it's bothering him again.
So Thompson for Lower Columbia now with the ball. We're going to substitute here in a second. Solomon with the ball. Griffith gets it, gives it out to Elhorn. Elhorn saves it miraculously and gives it to Broughton. Broughton over to Warner. Warner with a long three-point shot. That's good. So there's 18 seconds left. Centralia down by 7. So Broughton looks like
at this point for the Blazers, it's real uphill battle.
Might be cramping up there.
Yeah, when you see a leg injury, I obviously hope it's a cramp.
It looks like it is.
Not any issue with the ligaments.
Yeah, 72-65, 18.5 seconds left. Centralia now is forced probably to foul and try to get some threes off.
It's a real uphill battle at this time, but with a little bit of luck, I guess the Blazers can still be in this.
Yeah, with that three-point shot, you just never know. I mean, you come down and shoot a couple of quick threes, you never get fouled, get a 4-point play.
Though it's tough. It'll be tough for them to get 3 possessions.
Yeah,
in 18 seconds.
Yeah, and for Lower Columbia to come down and miss any of the free throws they're taking to.
And so far, that's been the game. We've seen we've seen the Red Devils shoot the free throw pretty well. The first half, they were shooting it. Let's see, 66%, and I'd imagine they'd be just around there the second half.
I mentioned just 18 and a half seconds left.
Yeah, substitution. You got number 0 guard, Burton Keith, coming back
So we
in the
have
game for Broughton.
Trammell, Warner, Keith,
Yep, Trammell coming
Elhorn,
back
and
as
Griffith in for most of their taller players. They're going to foul there as soon as they can. So that's Warner with the foul. It's his second foul.
Yeah, at this point in the game, it may just be a question of development.
So
get the players some experience in this type of position.
Oh yeah,
Get
definitely.
the players some experience making big shots towards the end of the game, and this type of atmosphere.
Yeah, Nate Solomon out of Kelso to the line for Lower Columbia. Thompson back on the other end of the court just to make sure that there's no quick pass down court. Easy bucket. Second one's good. So now 74 to 65. Griffith with the ball. 16 seconds, 15, 14. Over to Elhorn with a long three. That's going to miss. Bobo with the rebound. Solomon gets the ball, throws it all the way over to number 31, who's going to just hold on to it. Throw it out to Bobo. So number 31, that was
Yeah,
Roffler.
that was it. That was it. Yeah, good sportsmanship by Roffler. Game was over. That's generally what you'll see at that point in the game.
74-65. So good game by both teams. You can see why Lower Columbia is number one. They've got a lot of athletic players. And
yeah, although, looking at the final score, looking at the effort by the Blazers, I'd like to think they'll end up winning a few more games in this during the conference schedule.
yeah,
I mean, they played a good, hard-fought game against what is an undefeated team in the conference.
yeah. Lower Columbia always a pretty good team, very well coached, and
And just like
they go to 5-0.
next game, Wednesday, Green River. Without a doubt, they'll be thinking about coming out, winning a second game, and anything can happen in the NWAC. They can go on a roll, win a few, and hopefully they'll build off of this one.
Yeah, Centralia, they're a tough team. I mean, it's not a gimme, even though they're 1 in 15, something like that. It's not a gimme game. You got to work to beat Centralia. They've got a pretty tough team. So.
They've played some scrappy ball this game. It's tough when you see both of your forwards fall out of the game.
Yeah.
Well, we have the stats here. So we see in the leading scorer of the game, we have two of them tied at 21 points apiece. Keanu Palu Thompson, 20 of those points coming in the second half. So you can say he was a real impact player in the second half of the game.
Yeah, he was all over the place.
Second half with the free throws. We talked about the free throws. We saw what stands out to me is we saw the Red Devils come out and hit 18 of 21 free throws in the second half, 85% clip. Well,
85. That's really a big difference in the game right there.
And the Blazers, they didn't do bad either, shooting 13 for 17. But you see the Blazers losing by 10. That could be a real contributing factor. Looking at the Blazers box score, you see two scorers scoring 13 points apiece. Josh Broughton scoring 4 out of 14. Josiah Warner also shooting 4 out of 14 for 13 baskets. Rebounding, Josh Broughton with the double-double, 13 points, 11 total rebounds. It says 0 block shots, but I believe he had at least 2, possibly 3 that game. Broughton also being the leading rebounder.
All right. So, hey, great doing the games with you. We got to get out of here, so people
Had a great time.
taking
Thank
off
you,
here.
Wade.
It's a Saturday evening, and I'm sure people have places to get to. So we want to thank you for joining us on the web or Channel 3, either one. And this Wednesday, again, we have games coming up for you against Green River, both the men's and women's coaches cancer game. And so we should have something at halftime for you during that game. So thanks for joining us. Please join us again this Wednesday. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching and listening.